Hello, everyone. I had that goofy banner up on there. I was doing my little table of contents for today's live stream, and look what happened. First of all, what is going on with the hair? Holy smokes. I'm getting like COVID hair. There is so little up here that it all needs to behave. But here is what we're doing. Boom. It is No Pants Friday. Welcome on DNN. DNN, the only network worth watching. DNN. If you're here, say hi, chat in the comments. How you doing? We'll be on here for a little bit. Feel free to share, like, spread the love, spread the joy. Let me get that DNN thing out of here. And Christina's here. Great to see you. Let's No Pants Friday. That's what I promised you. No Pants Friday. Now, this may have to be on the honor system because I don't stand up on live streams, and I don't recommend that you stand up on live streams either. But you might be wearing pants, you might be wearing no pants, it might be sweatpants, gym shorts, who knows what you're doing. Point is, it's No Pants Friday. You can relax. Get into your sweatpants, get into your gym shorts. Don't wear any pants at all. My recommendation is do something with underpants because, you don't want all kinds of things flying around. But No Pants Friday, welcome to No Pants Friday here on DNN. There it is, DNN, straight up. That's where it is, DNN. All right, so let's see. Tim Barnaby is here. Fantastic to see you. Let's throw some comments up here. Tim, I want to see that sport coat. It kind of looks like you're like a lounge singer in a velveteen smoking jacket. It looks very sharp, and I'm going to tell you the truth right now. I want one. And then Christine says, No Pants Friday. What does that mean? Well, it means it's Friday and that pants are optional because everyone's in quarantine, everyone's in their home office, everyone's isolated. We no longer need to wear pants. I mean, if you go out to the grocery store, if you go out to the pharmacy, maybe you should wear pants. But in the comfort of your own home or home office, pants-free Friday. It's pants-free Friday. No Pants Friday. All right. Well, let me see. What do I have for you? The first thing you need to know is we are doing a fantastic masterclass next week. The website to go to get signed up is Pivot and Flex. pivotandflex.com. Now, I was thinking long and hard about whether we should use this name because everyone's going pivot this and pivot that and pivot, divot, rivet, whatever they're doing. It sounds like a frog. Pivot, divot, rivet, pivot, divot, rivet. Silly. However, pivoting, changing direction, shifting focus, changing what you sell, how you sell it, how you market it, how you deliver it, how you price it, is what we're here to talk about today. So we're going to talk about all that great stuff, but much deeper dive coming next week when you go to Pivot and Flex. Pivot and Flex. Pivotandflex.com. Yes, I was able to buy that domain. Believe it or not, Pivot and Flex. That is me. And Tim says, that jacket gets the most comments of my entire wardrobe. Well, as it should. Plus, let's not forget you're also promoting it here on Facebook, here on your Facebook profile picture, so people know that you're a sharp-dressed man. As the famous ZZ Top once called you, I think that Sharp-Dressed Man song is actually written about Tim Barnaby. Little known fact, music trivia, but it is about Tim and it's about that purple jacket. So there you go. So Christine is already asking questions. How much discount do you give your customer when doing remote training? The answer is zero. Zero discount. I'm going to defer to my friend and colleague Roger Courville, who has been doing virtual presentations for years. And he says that there is no difference between the value delivered from a virtual presentation versus an in-person presentation. Your content, your value, your ideas, the implementation, the teaching, all of it's the same. And in fact, they've already saved some money. They've already saved some money with a virtual presentation because they're not paying for your travel. They're not paying for your hotel. They're not paying for your airfare. They're not buying your hamburger, and they're not buying your Uber from the airport. So they're already saving between $1,000 and $1,500 on the travel. Your fee is your fee is your fee. In-person presentation, virtual presentation, the value is the same. That's what my buddy Roger Corville believes, and he's been doing virtual presentations a lot longer than I have. I think he's actually the first NSA member to make $1 million, not in 1 year, but to make $1 million purely with virtual presentations. I believe he is the first NSA member to have that special feather in his cap, that Roger made $1 million over the course of a couple of years doing 100% virtual presentations. So he doesn't cut his fee. I don't cut my fee. You're not going to cut your fee. They're already saving the money on the travel. So let's talk about, and we'll throw this back up here again. In fact, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to go boom. We're going to scroll that puppy, and then that's just going to be a thing. That's just going to be a thing now, is the whole pivot and flex. Everyone knows I'm David Newman. We can take that off. And there you go. Pivotandflex.com. That's where to go for the masterclass. A lot of people are saying, David, how do you do the on-screen comments, and how do you get these things flying around, and things like, let's put DNN, get DNN out of there. How do you do things like this with boom, No Pants Friday? This is actually a platform called StreamYard. StreamYard is very, very cool. And I have a special link for you, which I'll pop up here. This is my link to get you into StreamYard. It's buystreamyard.com. It will save you $10 off of your first month. So it's a very, very cool system. Right now, depending on where you're watching this, we got people watching this on Facebook because it's live streaming into Facebook. We have other people watching this on YouTube Live, because right now, at this very moment, it's on YouTube Live as well. And we've got people on Periscope. So it's a multi-streaming, multi-group, multi-page platform called StreamYard. Super, super stable, very easy to use, very fun. It looks great. I always get comments. David, what are you using for these live streams? What's that cool software? And it is StreamYard. And the place to get it with $10 off your first month is buystreamyard.com. Buystreamyard.com. So there you go. Kate Payne, bring the pain. Kate Payne, how are you? It's great to see you here. And there you go. Kate's saying just exact same thing I was just saying. You probably popped it on here before I even threw the banner up on the screen. But yes, I do use StreamYard. I love StreamYard. It's totally fantastic. Very, very fun. You know what? So yes, StreamYard's customer service is stellar too. I haven't even had any problems. I've used Ecamm. I've used BeLive.tv. I've used all these different platforms. Nothing to me is as stable and clean and clear. Plus, you can get 6 people on. You can share your screen. You can do all kinds of things. You can bring people on with you. I believe StreamYard, StreamYard's just software. I mean, it's in the cloud. It's in the cloud. So there's nothing to download. I don't think there's any restrictions. I think it works in France, Europe, wherever. And then Jerry's here. Looks great indeed. Thank you. Kate is a huge StreamYard fan. Martha's here. Nice to see you. And I'll just throw up our little agenda here. And I do have a lot of banners here. So, okay, point number one for the new normal is that your clients and prospects need you. They need you. They need you now more than ever. If we are not professional speakers, which we're not professional consultants, which we're not professional coaches, which we're not, we are professional problem solvers. When the world and when clients have bigger problems, they need bigger solutions. They need you to show up. You are the superhero in this story. You need to rescue them. You need to save them, help them take the nose of the plane, pull the nose of the plane up before it crashes into the side of the mountain. So when people say, oh, hey, David, I'm having a really hard time getting in front of prospects, their hair is on fire, they're distracted, they're upset, they've had massive layoffs, they've had financial meltdowns, their stock price is half of what it used to be 2 months ago, they've laid off half their workforce. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Problem. Do they need you now more than before, or they need you now less than before? And almost everyone answers, oh, no, they need me now more. I said, great. So why are you withholding the help? Why are you not getting in front of them with value first conversations, right? Give till it hurts. If they want more, or if they want to magnify and amplify the help that you're giving them, that's when your paid products, programs, services, etc., whether that's consulting or coaching or facilitation or doing programs with them, doing programs for them, doing programs for their clients. Here's the other thing that I think a lot of people are missing the boat is that the way that we deliver our services and programs, it can shift so that you're now not doing things for your clients, you're doing things on behalf of your clients. So think of done for you. You could be their spokesperson. You could be doing webinars for them. You could be doing videos for them. There's an entire set of sponsored type of activities. And in fact, I just had Linda Hollander, who's the sponsorship guru, on the podcast, and she had some great ideas also. Sponsors are now more receptive to hearing your pitch because the sponsors' salespeople are having the same problem that you and I might be having, is that they can't directly access their prospects and customers right now. If their hair is on fire, everything is melting down, there's salespeople cooling their heels going, hey, I'd love to get back into that account. I'd love to close that deal. I would love to upsell or cross-sell. I can't get in. You show up and you say to that sponsor, you say to that sponsor's VP of sales, hey, I know your salespeople are having a hard time getting in. How about we give your prospects or we give your clients something of real genuine value? You hire me not to train your team, but to train your clients or to train your prospects or to train your distributors or your franchisees or your dealers, right? These dealer networks, these distributors, channel partners, people like that. That is a huge blue ocean right now. Everyone's trying to pitch training and speaking and consulting. No one's listening. If you're doing it the old way, you're doing it the same way that you were doing it in January of 2020, that is tone deaf, comes across as insensitive, ignorant, and irrelevant. And you do not want to do that. So understand that the demand has shifted, but clients still need you. Clients still need you. Kate says, how do you do the ticker? So in StreamYard, we're going to go between strategies and StreamYard. Strategies and StreamYard. So the ticker, when you get into StreamYard, there's an option to edit. Here, let me, that's not what I want. There we go. I'm going to go into edit the banner, and there is an option that says scroll across bottom. I'm going to see if I can share my StreamYard screen. This will be really fun, really crazy. Stand by. Let's see how much fun we can have without getting the weird screen sharing thing. Your entire screen. Now, this might just go crazy. It just went crazy. But do you see here, when I do edit, I've got, so ignore the crazy mirror effect that's going down right now. But on the right-hand side of your screen, scroll across bottom. So that could be a ticker, or that could be big. So if I save it like this, No Pants Friday, and then I'm doing this, that's No Pants Friday. I'm going to hide that. I'm going to edit it again. I'm going to say scroll across bottom, save it, show it. Now No Pants Friday is going across the bottom. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy all up in here. Now I'm going to stop the screen share. Voomp, come right back at you. Voomp, just like that. Voomp, That's the sound of me coming back at you here on No Pants Friday. So you get a buy StreamYard tutorial. You're getting all kinds of cool things. Let me put that back up here. Welcome to No Pants Friday. So far, we have talked about major pivot and flex point number one, which is your clients still need you. Your clients still need you. And I would recommend hit me up in the comments. And Don Levy is in. Great to see you. Tim is saying David teaches StreamYard. Yeah, exactly. And Kate, you're welcome. The picture is crazy clear. Well, I think I've clarified my message. So I'm looking more clear than usual, or it's dark outside. Sometimes I have this weird glare. So I have these lights here, and then I've got the lights up top in the new office. But when the sunlight comes in, that totally messes up the lighting, because then it's like, and I don't have any curtains up here. So anyway, thank you for saying that the picture is very, very clear. And now she says, I see it. I never noticed. Thank you. You're welcome. My pleasure. I'm here to serve. Whatever you need. StreamYard tips, marketing tips, revenue tips, all the tips. And we are doing the Pivot and Flex webinar next week. Let me get that back into where it was before I started screwing with various things and playing with buttons and knobs and dials and all kinds of crazy things. So I recommend sign up for this training. We're going to do a much deeper dive on how to pivot your offerings, how to move your business online, how to have an online robust set of offerings, mentoring programs, executive coaching, platinum council, CEO roundtable, industry councils, all kinds of things. Totally virtual, totally remote, totally online, and very, very, very profitable. Now, let's go back to our agenda. I already said, number one, they need you. We talked about that. Let's talk about how to deliver it. The way to deliver this, obviously, is virtual. But virtual delivery, virtual training, virtual speaking, virtual presentations is only the beginning. The second critical part that a lot of people miss is building a community around your content. Not just a client community, although that's important also, but building a free community that might be the feeder mechanism into your paid programs, paid consulting, paid online mentoring, paid executive roundtables, paid virtual trainings and speaking, and virtual whiteboard sessions, virtual strategic work sessions, board retreats, CEO retreats, virtual conferences, summits, all kinds of crazy things. If you don't build the community around the content, it's going to be a very dry, boring, isolated experience. I forget who it was, but someone, maybe even multiple someones, said that community is the new content. Community is the new content. People are not looking for content anymore, my friends. Content is a dime a dozen. We can go to YouTube. We can go to blogs. We can go to anywhere and find lots and lots of content. Everyone's pumping out more content than we could ever possibly consume in 100 lifetimes. Content is not the key. Community is the key. So what are you doing to foster, develop, build, and grow a community around your expert-based business? That is a very, very important part of delivery, especially now when everyone's quarantined, locked down, isolated. Even companies internally are trying to figure out, how do we get back the sense of community and the sense of camaraderie and the sense of being together with a common shared mission and shared vocabulary. So this is really, really, really important. Don says, you have lots of gaming books behind you. I do. Not only gaming books, but depending on where you're looking, like here with the calendar, those are actually old school Atari games. So Atari 2600 from 1977, you know what I'm talking about. We go way back. So those are Atari games. I do have a good number of video game and design books and all kinds of other fun books back there. Now, Kate says I got to get my head up here because I'm looking at Kate Payne's gigantic comment. The main difference is that StreamYard is an app you need to stream onto other channels like Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn Live, etc. When you do Zoom, it's a direct call. It's not a streaming platform. Does that help? Exactly. The only caveat to that, and it's minor, is that Zoom, when you do Zoom webinars can stream to one, either Facebook Live or YouTube Live or something. But this is multi-streaming. So I'm actually on my Facebook profile right now. I'm in our 2 free Facebook communities, all live right now. So we're in Thought Leadership Marketing with a separate live stream, and we're in Art of High Profit Speaking with a separate live stream, and it's on my YouTube channel, and it's on Periscope. So 5 places at once through using StreamYard. There you go. And then THK is in the house. So true. I was just saying that my Meet the Author is more about community than content. So Teresa, what was it, number 5 or 4? You were in the top 10 networking events in the city of Philadelphia, bar none, across any topic, any professional group, including chambers, including all kinds of other things. And no, we're not going to talk about your Emmy Award, because Teresa also has a real live Emmy Award. But tell us a little bit about your networking group, which used to meet in person live at the Pyramid Club in Center City, Philadelphia, the Meet the Author group. I think it was 4 or 5, right? The 5th best networking venue across the entire city, of all professions, of all types and stripes and so forth. So there you go. Joe Ingram, you know what Atari is. You know what Atari is. Come on, please. You've got one in your basement right now. I know you. I see you down there playing Pong and Pac-Man and Asteroids and Space Invaders. And come on. I know you're in there. All right. Number 6, Teresa's networking group, Meet the Author, was the number 6 rated networking venue across the entire city of Philadelphia. By the way, Philadelphia is a huge networking town. There's networking. You can't spit without hitting a networking group. It is very, very networking friendly, and Teresa's group is number 6 in the entire city across all disciplines and all everything. There you go. And that's according to the Philadelphia Business Journal list of top networking associations and groups and meetings and so forth. All right. So let's keep on going here. Welcome, No Pants Friday. We already talked about number 1, your clients need you. We talked about number 2, virtual online delivery with a community of people, like-minded people, people on the same journey, people with the same goals, like-minded peers, whether they're chief marketing officers, VPs of HR, entrepreneurs, accounting firm principals, whatever they are, they want that community. And I've seen this over and over and over again in all of the peer groups that I've facilitated and led. Yes, they want to hear from you, the guru, but they're really interested in what each other are doing. So how are you dealing with this crazy pandemic? What are you doing with your staff? How are you keeping people busy? How many layoffs have you had to make? What are you doing to conserve cash right now? What are you doing to extend your profitability? What new services and programs and offers are you putting out there? They want to hear these things from each other. They want to hear these things from each other because you, of course, you've got the best practices, the ideas, the insights, the recommendations, but they want to hear sometimes about the mistakes that their peers are making, because one of the best places to figure out what to do and what not to do is OPM. OPM is other people's mistakes. So they don't want to repeat other people's mistakes, and they do want to learn and facilitate and connect with each other. So there you go. Number 3, and this is probably the question I get the most, is how do I sell it? How do I sell my new virtual programs, virtual training, virtual mastermind, virtual counsel? How do I sell my community if that's part of my virtual offering? How do I sell this entire wonderful big package of things that my clients and prospects are hungry for and looking for and would happily invest in? Do I need to have a huge list? Do I need to do launches? Do I have to be on Facebook every 5 minutes doing Facebook Lives and pitching and begging people? No. The answer to those questions is no, 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 no. As many no's as you can count there. No is the short answer. So we sell it with the magic of organic outreach. Organic outreach. Organic outreach to your existing. Here's the magic word about how to sell something new. If you've been in business for anything more than 6 months or a year, you have existing assets. You have a network. You've got LinkedIn connections. You've got maybe a few email subscribers. Maybe you have no email subscribers, but you belong to some portals and blogs and communities and groups. You follow some Twitter hashtags. You're in some LinkedIn groups or Facebook groups where your target market is already gathering and where they're already talking about these kinds of problems. So in order to sell it, you engage with those very people. You go back to past clients, current clients, prospects who didn't buy previously. If you have an email list, sure, use the email list, but it's about using every asset wisely. So you can start to put this on your website. You can start to put this in your email signature file. You can start to put these call outs to your target market that you've got something new and something cool and something that will be really radically helpful and radically relevant. My buddy Bill Cates has a great new book out there, by the way, called Radical Relevance. He didn't know that the pandemic was coming, but what a fantastic book. This is a book that everyone needs to read right now, Radical Relevance. In fact, I think it's on the bookshelf behind me. Hang on, stand by, free book promotion. Hold on. Boom, there it is. Radical Relevance. Bill Cates, sharpen your marketing message, cut through the noise, win more ideal clients. There you go. Get this book. Stop what you're doing. Turn off Facebook. Get the heck off of here. Go to Amazon. Get a copy of Radical Relevance by my buddy Bill Cates. You need this book. You want this book. You need me on that wall. You need me on that wall. Jack Nicholson, Few Good Men. I used to know more of that whole speech about the you can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. Great clip. I just love that clip. That's my coaching style, by the way. That's the joke that we have on our team is that I'm like enraged Jack Nicholson. It's usually not quite that bad. But anyway, get this book. Get this book. Radical Relevance, Bill Cates. There it is. I've got the S covered, so now it's Bill Cate. Bill Cate, but it's Bill Cates with an S. There it is. Okay, get that book. How do you sell it? You sell it to relevant people who have the problem that you're already brilliant at solving. Let me underline that. Already brilliant at solving. Already brilliant at solving. You know you're doing this wrong when you have to create a lot of material from scratch. When you have to go, oh gosh, I don't know about that. Let me research that. Let me add some new. No. You are already brilliant at solving these problems that are the urgent, hair on fire top priorities right now during COVID-19 crazy time. That your prospects, whether they're entrepreneurs, executives, big company, small company, mid-sized company, doesn't matter. You're already brilliant at solving these problems. The problems have now gotten bigger, more expensive, scarier, deeper, more profound, more long-term. If you're a professional problem solver, and I hate to say this because it sounds mercenary, but it's not, because we're not mercenaries and we're not ambulance chasers. We are the ambulance. We are coming in to help. We are coming in to save. We are coming in to serve, right? If this is actually the worst time with the biggest problems and you're a professional problem solver, you have just hit the jackpot because a whole lot more people just need and want and are urgently, hair on fire urgency to solve the problems that they now have. Before, maybe what you did was a nice to have, but now it's a have to have. Or you can remessage and pivot and flex what you're doing so that when you do offer people, you invite people to a conversation about how you can help them, they immediately see the urgency and the relevance. That's why I recommend it to you. Grab this book, Radical Relevance by Bill Cates. He wrote it pre-pandemic. It's even more important now in the pandemic. And every one of Bill's clients should be reading this book as well because they need Bill's help now more than ever. Bill's the referral coach, of course. So think about what can you do to pivot and flex, pivot and flex. And then just going back to Teresa here, we do have a date in August. Even if we can't meet in August, I promise Teresa that that date is going nowhere. So I will be here, maybe in pants, maybe in no pants. I don't know yet, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything on that date in August other than thinking about Teresa's group and thinking about Meet the Author and wishing that I was there at the Pyramid Club with Teresa and with that group. What are you going to do? I promised. I said that date is locked, loaded, secured under 6 feet of lead and steel with a 17-number combination lock. No one can get that date. They could be giving me $1 million on that day. And that day is still Teresa's because she made me promise that. So there you go. All right. Joe says, am I supposed to wear pants for the rest of the days of the week? Optional. Today is no pants Friday, clearly. So today you must not wear pants. The pants enforcement, Joe, generally speaking, the pants enforcement around here is kind of lax. So, the pants police, sometimes they're on duty, sometimes they're not. We don't know. Sorry, I'm late. Listening while driving and had to remove my pants at 55 miles an hour. Damien's committed. Damien is committed. That's what I like to see. That's what I'm talking about here. If we are professional problem solvers, if we are serious entrepreneurs of our expertise, we need to be able to remove our pants at 55 miles an hour because that's what clients need, and that's what clients want, and that's what clients expect. So Damien Fitzgerald gets the heroic medal of heroism for Pants Free Friday. Pants Free Friday. And Martha says, kind of true. I'm not sure which part of that was kind of true, but who knows? Kate says, yes, I'm enraged. The Jack Nicholson thing is resonating there. No pants Meet the Author night. That might be a date. That very well might be a date. And I love you too, THK, with your Emmy Award. Emmy Award. She has a real Emmy Award. Like, this woman's not accomplished enough. Damn it. Emmy Award. Emmy Award. Television. Like real television, real Emmy Award, sitting in her living room. It's just annoying. Just annoying. Okay. Let's get back into the pivot and flex thing. Very important. Masterclass next week. Sign up for it. We're talking about take your business online. Take your business online. Build a tribe. Build a community. Build a mentoring community. Build a mentoring program. Build a mastermind program. Do high fee one-on-one virtual coaching, virtual mentoring, virtual consulting. All of that is on the Pivot and Flex Masterclass, pivotandflex.com, pivotandflex.com. So far, we've talked about, pardon me, number one, your prospects and clients need you. They need you. Don't ever forget that. They need you. Hello, they need you. Hello, they need you. Number two, how to deliver it. Virtual, online, Zoom, email, portals, communities, Facebook group, LinkedIn group. You can get some of these coaching platforms out there. The idea is bring people together. Like-minded peers want to connect with each other in addition to connecting with you. We talked about how to sell it. Organic outreach to your existing relationships. The magic word is existing. You have an existing audience. You have existing social media connections. You've got an existing email list. You've got an existing client list, an existing prospect list. The people that you're in front of on an everyday basis anyway need to know about your new virtual training, coaching, mentoring, and mastermind programs. So that is how to sell it. And then number four, my favorite, how to price it. How do I price it? And Christine asked earlier, should we be charging less for these virtual programs? Should we be cutting our price? Is this a good time to cut the price and say, hey, I'd love to be there with you live. I'd love to be with you in person, but this is virtual. It's on Zoom. It's on video. It's on a webinar. Let me cut the price. No, do not cut the price. Do not cut the price. Remember, they're already saving money on the travel, the airfare, the hotel. They're not buying your hamburger. They're not buying your Uber from the airport. They're already saving between $1,000 and $1,500 with every virtual presentation. I also quoted my buddy Roger Corville, who says virtual presentation, same investment as a quote unquote in-person live presentation. So really, really important. Price it for value. Here's the soundbite for pricing for premium value. You're worth more because you charge more, and you charge more because you're worth more. Let me repeat that because it's so profound that I want it to really sink in for you. You are worth more because you charge more. Get that? You're worth more because you charge more, and you charge more because you're worth more. So when you undercut your price, when you cheapen your offerings, no matter what outside condition, urgency, emergency, COVID, no COVID, virtual, in-person, live, doesn't matter. Any reason that you're cutting your price, you're also cutting the perception of your expertise. When you're cutting your price, you're cutting the perception of your value. When you are cutting your price, you are also cutting your positioning in the marketplace, because the pricing is the positioning and the pricing is the value. And think about any premium purchase that you ever make, whether it's a Rolex watch, a BMW, incredibly fancy bottle of perfume, a boat, a piece of clothing, whatever it might be. There is a built-in halo effect around premium priced products. So if I say, okay, I bought a coat for $6,000. I'm making something up here. I would never buy a coat for $6,000, but that's okay. What do you assume about that coat? It's like, oh, it must be the best coat in the world. It's going to last forever. It's so durable. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing. It's made of the finest silk. It's got an amazing lining. It makes you feel like a princess or a prince to wear it. People are going to be envying this coat. All kinds of halo effects, right? It must be worth it. It's top of the line. It's totally fantastic. It's going to last me forever. It's built like a tank. It's luxurious. It's smart. It's high end. It feels good. It looks good. And let's not forget Billy Crystal. Let's not forget Billy Crystal doing Fernando Lamas on SNL 1985-86 season. Remember, darling, it's better to look good than to feel good. Totally classic. That was so much fun. I'm not doing it again. Remember, darling, it's better to look good than to feel good. Watch those episodes. 85-86 season of Saturday Night Live. You will thank me. You will laugh. To me, that was the golden era. That was the magic season where we had Billy Crystal, Christopher Guest, Eddie Murphy, all the classics. I mean, all together in that literally one season, because there were people that Billy Crystal wasn't on before 85, and then Eddie Murphy, I think, left in 87. So, but having them all together in the cast at the same time, man, I could watch every episode of that season, including Fernando's Hideaway. Fernando's Hideaway, very important. All right, let's go back into the comments here. Christine says, I love this. There's a French romance mentality at work here. Do we also need to take our dresses off? Yeah, I would say yeah. I think, Joe Ingram is going, yeah, I think so. I think we should be taking the dresses off. No pants, no dresses. We got to be serious here. Kate says, I'm not doing discounts, but I'm offering more flexible. Yes, exactly. Exactly right. So this is the time to give more. It's the time to serve more, but it is not the time to cut the price. It's time to perhaps introduce a budget item that might be more affordable, a gateway drug. It may even be a time, now listen carefully, to do a premium offer that you've never done before that makes your standard offer look more affordable, and payment terms. Be super flexible. Deferred payments, balloon payments, pay a little bit now, little bit increase, little bit increase, little bit increase. So you have an entrepreneurial kind of ramp up pricing. So let's say you're selling something for $3,000 a month. So tell you what, first 2 months, let's do $1,000. Next 2 months, let's do 1,500. The next 2 months, let's do 3,000. The next 2 months, let's do 4,500, because by then, 8 months from now, we'll be out of this, and you have an entrepreneurial ramp up where it's easy to say yes now, and then they sign an agreement that if they drop off or something happens, they will simply backfill and you'll be made whole financially. I love what Kate is saying. Absolutely flex the payment terms. Absolutely flex the payment terms. Really, really smart. If you price more, you are worth more. Exactly correct. And Christine, thank you. Love you as well. Really appreciate that. Damien says, damn, now I have to remove this dress at 55 miles an hour too. Yeah, if you have the dress under your pants, my friend, dress is gone, pants are gone, it's all gone. Yeah, Kate, and Kate says, you taught me well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's just pop back into, what do we say here? No Pants Friday. That's out of here. We'll put Pivot and Flex back up there. So Pivot and Flex, masterclass next week, how to take your business online. How to take your business online now. How to price it, how to package it, how to position it, how to sell it. Virtual training, virtual coaching, virtual masterminds, virtual group mentoring programs, high-fee group mentoring programs, high-fee group mastermind programs. That is what we're pivoting and flexing the business towards. And you can pivot and flex your speaking, training, coaching, consulting, mentoring business to that. Doesn't matter if it's B2B, doesn't matter if it's B2C, corporate buyers, entrepreneurial buyers. This works across the board. Join me for that training. Pivotandflex.com. Pivotandflex.com takes you right there to the landing page. It is, in fact, No Pants Friday. Just to review our key points here. Number one, clients and prospects need you now more than ever. They really, really do. Believe that, absorb that, sit with that, marinate on that, cogitate on that, let that fully sink in. Please do not let your mindset weaken. Do not let your mindset weaken. Do not think, oh, there's no money. This isn't really important. They're not going to pay attention. I can't even talk to a buyer right now. On behalf of a client, here's a fun fact. On behalf of a client, I was doing some research. I was calling some of their prospects. And I had 5 people on my list to call. And I got through to 4 of them. Just one after the other. Boom, 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 boom. Hi, this is Nancy. Hi, this is Fred. Hi, this is Susan. I just got through to all of them. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. People are available now. You're going to be able to get meetings now that you couldn't get 3 months ago because people are remote. People are at home. People's hair is on fire. They've got bigger problems. They've got more time. There's not a lot of meetings. I mean, they're on Zoom. They're on phone calls and whatever, but there's not a lot of in-person meetings. And, there's not a lot of work. And 26 million of your new best friends just got laid off. So there is plenty of free time out there. I'm looking at the 26 million freshly unemployed people as 26 million new entrepreneurs. And I hope they become 26 million new entrepreneurs because people say, oh, I'm going to get a corporate job. I'm going to go back into corporate because that's safe. That's secure. Ask these 26 million people how safe and secure that corporate job was. You know what? I'm not going to bet on General Motors. I'm going to bet on me. And you're not going to bet on General Motors. You're going to bet on you. You're going to bet on you. So you as an entrepreneur, where you are the master or the mistress of your fate, that is always a better bet. Then I hope they don't lay me off. I hope I'm not the next one to get cut. I hope they don't. I hope they don't shut down our department. I hope they don't shut down our division. You can hope, or you can kick your ass into massive action to make sure that you build a strong entrepreneurial foundation for your business. You sell what they want to buy. You enroll them. You serve them. You get amazing, fantastic results for your clients. That's the business that you're in. That's the business that you're in. So they need you. How to deliver it: virtual, remote, Zoom, phone, email, and communities. Communities. Do not forget the community component. Put a community around your content. Put a context of community around your content. And they will connect with each other. They will bond with you. And you will be seen as the convener and as the facilitator and as the impresario that brought all of these cool people together. Like-minded peers, like-minded executives, like-minded entrepreneurs. Number 3, how to sell it to your existing network. How to price it. High fee. Do not cave on the price. High fee rules the day. All right. So Christine says, just made US $12,000 online today. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about right there. So that is totally fantastic. I love that. Martha says, me too. Thank you, David. Love the way you're serving more than ever now when it's especially needed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Martha's, of course, in our program, so she's heard this rant a couple of times already, but it's important. Webinar, give value and give back. Yes, 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 yes. And then Teresa says, I talked so many out of going back to corporate. We are each a company of one. Yes, we're a company of one. It's the brand called you. Fantastic book by my buddy Peter Montoya. It's about 15 years old, but man, is it relevant as ever today. Peter Montoya, brand called you. Brand called you. Really fun. And then Christine says, bet on you is the best ever option. Yes, it is. It totally is. All right, my friends, great to connect with you. Join me next week for the Pivot and Flex Masterclass, the free webinar that we're doing. Thank you for joining me here on No Pants Friday. Damien's in the car. I'm not even sure you're going 55 miles an hour. You might be going like 70 miles an hour. But no pants, no dress. Christine's got no dress Friday. We have no pants Friday. Joe Ingram has no Atari Friday. So it's all good. Join me for the training. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you next week. Pivotandflex.com. That's where to go to get signed up. I appreciate you. Thanks for playing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Damien says, thanks for the lighthearted way that you're sharing this extremely useful information. Of course, my pleasure, my genuine pleasure. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, everyone. You rock. I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing. See you next time.